Remember when LG's C-Series was the undisputed king of affordable OLEDs? Well, plot twist. Sony crashed the party last year with their A80L, snatching the crown right off LG's head. Now, looking to win back its crown, LG dropped the C4 and, on paper, it's a beast. But Sony hasn't stood still either. They've got the brand new Bravia 8 waiting in the wings, promising brighter colors, smarter processing, and better sound. So, which is better? Let's find out. But first, let's talk about money, because let's face it, we all want the best bang for our buck. LG's coming in hot with some competitive pricing. Let's break it down. 42-inch, $14.99. 48-inch, $15.99. 55-inch, $19.99. 65-inch, $26.99. 77-inch, $36.99. 83-inch, $5,399. Not too shabby for a top-tier OLED, but here's where it gets interesting. Sony's pricing for the Bravia 8. 55-inch, $2,000. 65-inch, $2,800. 77-inch, $3,900. Just $1 more for the 55-inch model. Talk about a photo finish. But it's not just about the initial price tag. LG is known for some serious price drops throughout the year. Black Friday, Prime Day, you bet LG's gonna be slashing those prices. Sony, they tend to hold their value a bit more stubbornly. Here's a pro tip. Keep an eye on both brands during major sales events. LG might offer deeper discounts, but Sony's higher initial quality could make it a better long-term investment, even at a smaller discount. Speaking of value, for the best prices on these TVs, make sure to check out the links in the description box below. You might just score yourself a sweet deal. Now let's get superficial for a minute, because hey, if you're dropping $1,000 or $2,000 on a TV, it better look good, even when it's off, right? The LG C4 is sleek, slim, and sexy. We're talking just 0.2 inches at its thinnest point. It's like the supermodel of TVs, tall, slim, and turns heads. But here's the kicker, it's also lighter than the Sony. The 65-inch model weighs in at just 40.8 pounds without the stand. Easier to move, easier to wall mount. Win-win. But it's not all roses for the C4. The stand, while sturdy, doesn't leave much room for a soundbar. Unless you're going for LG's own USC 9S soundbar, which fits seamlessly, you might need to get creative with your audio setup. Sony's Bravia 8, on the other hand, is playing a different game. It's got those cool winkle picker feet. Yep, that's what they're really called. That can be adjusted to make room for a soundbar. Smart move, Sony. It might be a tad thicker, but there's a good reason for that extra junk in the trunk. We'll get to that in the sound section. The Bravia 8 also sports an ultra-slim bezel, giving it that sleek, modern look. But both TVs offer a premium look that'll make your living room feel like a home theater. But if you're all about that ultra-slim profile and easy maneuverability, the LG C4 might just edge out the Sony. Alright, this is where things get juicy. Let's talk about features. LG's C4 is super versatile. 4 HDMI 2.1 ports? Check. Support for NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync? Double check. 144Hz refresh rate? Oh, you betcha. It's like LG looked at a gamer's wish list and said, let me show you something. What's more, the C4 now boasts full NVIDIA G-Sync variable refresh rate certification, not just the G-Sync compatible label of its predecessor. And for all you PC gaming enthusiasts, it supports Dolby Vision gaming up to 144Hz. That's some serious future-proofing right there. Under the hood, the C4 packs an upgraded version of the Alpha 9 chip. This bad boy brings some cool new tricks to the party. Virtual 11.1.2 sound upmixing, up from 9.1.2 in the C3. Enhanced voice remastering for clearer dialogue. Improved AI Picture Pro and AI Sound Pro features. On the smart TV front, you've got LG's WebOS, which is slick, user-friendly, and packed with all the streaming apps you could ever want. Sony's Bravia 8 isn't slacking either. It's got that fancy cognitive processor XR, which sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. It promises better 4K upscaling and smarter scene recognition. Plus, it's perfect for PlayStation. If you've got a PS5, these two are going to get along like peas in a pod. The Bravia 8 runs on Google TV, which means you get all the smarts of the Google ecosystem baked right in. Plus, you get access to Sony's Bravia Core app for higher bitrate streaming. They're even throwing in 10 movie credits and 24 months of access. Not too shabby, Sony. But here's where Sony might lose some points with the hardcore crowd. Only 2 HDMI 2.1 ports. For most people, that's plenty, but if you're juggling multiple consoles and a high-end PC, well, you might need to invest in an HDMI switcher. Both TVs support Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG formats of HDR. Neither supports HDR10+, but honestly, that's not a deal-breaker given the wealth of content available in other formats. Oh, and for the eco-conscious among us, Sony's got a neat trick up its sleeve. The Bravia 8 comes with an updated Eco dashboard and a rechargeable Eco remote made from 80% recycled material. Mother Nature approves. Before we move on, here's another friendly reminder. For the best deals on these feature-packed beasts, don't forget to check those links in the description. You won't believe the prices. We're getting to the main event now. Picture quality. This is where these TVs earn their keep. The LG C4 shines in this department. Bright room? No problem. Dark room? Even better. The colors really pop. It's sharper than its predecessor, the C3, and handles motion like a pro. Whether you're watching the big game or the latest blockbuster, this TV's got your back. But don't count Sony out just yet. Sony promises even better color accuracy and brightness this time around. They're not messing around. Sony's always had a reputation for excellent image processing, and the Bravia 8 is set to continue that tradition. The cognitive processor XR is designed to analyze and optimize the picture in a way that mimics how our brains process visual information. Cool, right? The one chink in LG's armor? Dark scenes. It struggles a bit to bring out all the details in the shadows. Not a deal breaker, but something to keep in mind if you're big on noir films or dimly lit drama series. This is an area where Sony has traditionally excelled, so we're eager to see how the Bravia 8 performs. Both TVs, however, support all the HDR formats you're likely to need, ensuring those high contrast scenes look their best. And let's not forget gaming. With features like auto-low latency mode and variable refresh rate, both these TVs are ready to level up your gaming experience. Alright, let's talk about audio, because what good is a pretty picture if it sounds like it's coming through a tin can? LG has stepped up its game with the C4. It's punchier and more dynamic than the C3. The virtual 11.1.2 sound upmixing is a nice touch, creating a more immersive soundstage. Is it going to replace your sound system? No. But for built-in TV speakers, it's not too shabby. It'll do the job for casual viewing, but for those epic movie nights or intense gaming sessions, you might want to consider pairing it with a soundbar or surround sound system. Sony, though? They're playing in a different league. The Bravia 8 uses the same actuator-based sound system as the A80L. In simple terms, the screen itself vibrates to create sound. It's like having invisible speakers all over your screen. Pretty neat, huh? But here's the kicker. Sony's new Acoustic Center Sync feature. It's designed to work with a soundbar, using the TV's speakers as the center channel. It's like your TV and soundbar are having a beautiful audio love affair. Music to our ears. Remember though, no matter how good these built-in systems are, they're not going to match a dedicated surround sound setup. But for those who want great audio without the clutter of extra speakers, both these TVs are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Let's face it, a lot of us aren't just watching movies on these TVs, we're gaming on them too. And boy, do these TVs have some tricks up their sleeves for gamers. The LG C4 is practically built for gaming. With 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, you can hook up your PS5, Xbox Series X, and gaming PC all at once, and still have a port left over for your soundbar. No more cable swapping nightmares. But it's not just about the ports. The C4 supports 4K resolution at 120Hz and even up to 144Hz for PC gaming, variable refresh rate, auto low latency mode, NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync Premium. And let's not forget about Dolby Vision gaming at up to 144Hz. That's some serious future-proofing right there. Sony's Bravia 8 might only have 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, but it's no slouch in the gaming department. It's got all the key features: 4K 120Hz support, variable refresh rate, auto low latency mode. Plus, being a Sony TV, it's got some special sauce for PlayStation 5 owners. The perfect for PlayStation feature automatically optimizes the picture settings when you're gaming on a PS5. Both of these TVs use OLED panels, which means you're getting those deep, inky blacks and near infinite contrast ratios. This is especially great for games with dark scenes. Think horror games or nighttime stealth missions. And let's talk about that response time. OLEDs are known for their near-instantaneous pixel response times, which means no ghosting or motion blur in fast-paced games. Whether you're racing around a track or engaged in a frantic firefight, the action will be crystal clear. So, who takes the crown? The LG C4 with its gaming prowess and vivid picture, or the Sony Bravia 8 with its smart processing and innovative sound? The truth is, the LG C4 is a beast, no doubt. It's a gamer's dream and a movie lover's delight. The 4 HDMI 2.1 ports give it an edge for those with multiple high-end devices. And its picture quality improvements over the C3 are impressive. But Sony's Bravia 8 gives LG a run for its money. The Cognitive Processor XR and Sony's reputation for top-notch image processing make it a strong contender. And that Acoustic Surface Audio Plus system? It could be a game-changer for those who want great sound without extra speakers. Here's a quick rundown. Choose the LG C4 if you're a serious gamer with multiple consoles or a high-end PC. You want the latest and greatest in gaming features like 144Hz support. You prefer a slim design, or you're a fan of LG's WebOS smart platform. But go for the Sony Bravia 8 if you're a stickler for image processing and color accuracy. Sound quality is a top priority for you, you're deep into the Google ecosystem, or you're a PlayStation 5 owner looking for that perfect pairing. One thing's for sure, whichever TV you choose, you're in for a treat. Remember, for the absolute best deals on these beasts, make sure to check out those links in the description. Your perfect TV and a nice discount might just be a click away. So, what do you think? Are you Team LG or Team Sony? Let us know in the comments below. While you're at it, be sure to leave us a like if you found this video helpful and subscribe for more great content like this.